Hello and welcome to the Chariot Open. I'm Luke Elvey. Well, it's all on the table today. It's time for final round action. And alongside me in the booth is John McCarthy.
Thanks, Luke. Our next golfer on the tee had I would categorize it in the okay category. Hopefully they can do a little bit more on the course today.
Yes, a big chance for a bounce back, John. Let's get ready to see how today treats them.
Thanks, Luke. We'll talk to you later on.
And nothing wrong with that shot. From 26 feet. Oh, and
well, it was a fantastic putt overall.
Doesn't want to draw.
All right, guys, how you doing? In the final round of the Chariot Open, and the winds are as strong as ever. No, they weren't too bad, but that second shot, I know I should have moved it left.
And now let's see what this.
But I was thinking, you know, what if it hits, you know, before the green, stuff like that. Like, well, I don't want to hit it. I think there was a rock right there.
Yeah, this one's close call. This could
heavy rough and all that. I didn't want it to get into there, so I just played it safe in the middle of the green. Let's see. Probably gonna be too far, but there's wow. Well, because it never went to the right off the drive, I had no options. This is, of course, heavy rough. None of that light stuff on near the green here. Wow. All right. Now starting off on a good note.
Oh,
nope.
My goodness, that was close. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet.
We've had, I think, one other round.
Currently sitting at 9.
I would say one round because
now let's see what this third
it wasn't both
has in store.
rounds. I can't remember what tournament it was where we had really high winds, and the winds were. Oh, my battery's low. The winds were very high in that one tournament, and really. Alright, wind doesn't do anything, I guess.
And he won't be too pleased with that.
But anyway. We ended up, I don't know if we were near the lead or in the lead, but we weren't in the lead by much. And then the next round, there was literally no wind. Or if there was anything, it was just a few miles per hour.
A pitching wedge here.
Wow, again, wind didn't do anything. Whatever.
And this putt is for birdie.
But and other than that, this is the only other tournament where there's been more than 8 or 9 mile-an-hour winds.
And one over for the day after that hole. And setting up for this next.
Well, we played really well in the one with the wind. Yeah, the wind's going to be an issue because it's so goddamn inconsistent.
And going with the 7-iron on this one.
Well, look at that. Something made sense.
And I think he will like that. Setting up 12 feet away from the cup.
All right, we have to... Nope.
Oh, my goodness.
So we have to make these in order to...
For the par.
Get close to anything. I'm not trying to win this one. I know I'm not going to. Being 9 shots off the lead after 4 holes, 3 holes. After 4 holes, it's not going to happen.
Setting up for the next par 4 hole.
So I'm just trying, you know, top 5, maybe something like that.
This one's looking pretty good so far.
This one you have to stay left because if not, you'll be in the rough with a bunker down there.
5 yards to the pin.
So hard to decide what to do right here because the hybrid, I believe it would make it to the green, but because you got that stuff before it, it just won't, and the wood is way too much. I don't know. Oh no, the wood wasn't. It was not too much at all. Put a little bit of loft on it, ended up working just fine.
From here.
Oh, I thought this was a par 5.
Ooh, that was very
All right.
close.
Oh, we pulled the
Just
hell out of that one.
Didn't drop. And for the par.
And the only blemish on the scorecard in that first round was a double bogey on a par 3 because, for one, the wind didn't do what it would have done in real life. You know, hold back your club from going an insanely long distance no matter what. I mean, that was just weird.
Land in the fairway here.
But then, out of the heavy rough, we go up an extra club.
And
you know,
about
it's
120
10 to
yards
15
out
yards
from here.
further than if, you know, a normal shot. And it just goes 5 feet. So, that's the only blemish. And this one we got a
Here's
damn
a pitching
bogey
wedge.
after the, second
And it
hole?
looks like
Wow.
pitching wedge is just a bit
I
too
know we
much
pulled
here.
it a little bit, but damn, the wind
Missing
still
the
didn't do anything.
approach on that one. Just too much club.
Yep, too much club, even though it's the exact same distance. Ew, I didn't
11
pull it
feet
to the left
to
or
the
anything like
cup.
that. Wow. And that one started out to the right for
And
some reason.
this for the bogey.
And a nice putt.
And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. Now this shot is above the hole. Let's see how they compensate.
That's just disappointing, and coming off of a fantastic last tournament.
Here's a 9-iron.
Well, it's not on the top of the list of best approach shots today. I'm not sure, but I think the wind might have had something to do with that.
This one's about 6 feet away.
And finishing this hole out with a solid putt.
And after that one, 2 over for the day.
And I'm telling you this right now. How in the hell
Find
are you
ourselves
still
now
in that
8 hole
blue
tee-off.
line when you putt? And just like that one, I noticed the past 3 putts have been starting out at different points than when I hit it. You know, the last 2 started out to the
Appears be
right.
heading for the fairway here.
I'm still in the blue. If it starts out
240 yards
to the right, you know, I pushed it a tiny bit, but you're still in the blue. Why does it start out almost 6 inches to the right? That makes no sense to me.
And
Very
here's the
slow. What the
5
fuck
wood.
ever. That makes no sense to me. Why it would
And that one's
start
gonna
out
miss the green.
that far to the
Just not
right,
enough club
or
on that
left,
one.
or whatever, you know, you miss it at. It just doesn't make any sense. Really? Really? You can't get spin in this game worth shit, and that's going to come back 10 feet. Yeah, whatever.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup.
And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole.
I don't know about you guys, but when
Next
I
up
hit a
is the
bunker
par
shot,
5.
and I'm that close, I can hit it pretty damn far, and it's kind of hard to hit it really short. Well, it's not hard to hit it short, but
I don't think this is going to end well, folks.
wow, all right. But it's hard when you're that short to get that much spin. I'll say that. So I don't know how in the hell you get that much spin being that close in the bunker.
And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2.
Oh, there's a par 5? I didn't even know.
Ooh, that would have been good.
I pushed it right, and it
Nice
was going
putts
right
for
the
birdie.
entire way. And it just stayed left. Alright. Alright.
All right, Luke, we're 9 holes into this final round. What's on your mind? What are you seeing from your vantage point today?
Well, I
With
gotta
our
get
leaders
some
sitting at
eagles
9
and
under
some
par, safely in the
birdies on
clubhouse.
every hole.
Have to get their skates on if they want to contend this one.
Thank you, Luke. Now back to the action. And a promising looking shot here.
Just a long ass par 5.
And I don't think this one's going to pan out.
Went that far right, huh? Why the hell give me the option of... I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Ooh, it was a little fast, but man, you would have thought with the sand and the wind it would have not gone like it was in the fairway, wouldn't you? I guess not. Only in a world where things made sense.
This one's about 6 feet away. And that one will drop for par. And our leader today currently sitting at 9 under par. And now setting up on this par 3.
Uphill. Oh wow, we need a 3-wood.
And here's the 3-wood. Well, I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up.
Oh, it's going to end up to the left because the wind didn't do anything.
Greatest of swings on
13 miles an hour. It usually
club.
takes your shots an insane amount. Again, I'm just basing it off of previous rounds playing
And
with the
to
wind.
Save the par. Oh my goodness, just missed. And this putt is for bogey.
Uh-huh.
And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And look at this drive, just screaming off the club face.
And I mean, look at that. Not really pulled. I'm still in the blue on the drive, and it goes 15 yards left. I mean, how inconsistent is that with the wind? I don't know what to say anymore.
And that beauty little sand shot is going to put par very much on the table. And that one will drop. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. All right, let's
I mean,
see
if it
what
was a
happens on the
subtle,
13th hole
you
here.
know, thing with the wind, how maybe one hole it didn't do it quite as much as it should have, and the next hole, you know, it did. Okay, you're not really going to notice. But when it affects it 100% and then the hole before it affects it 0%, you really notice that.
Nothing wrong with that. This putt's about 7 feet to the cup. And that one will drop for birdie. As we look at the scoreboard, our leader is sitting on top of things with a round of 10 under. Okay, let's see.
He
what
doesn't
this,
have a round
tee
of
shot
10
has in store
under,
on the 14th.
dumbass.
Yeah, I think he'll be happy with that. And about 150 yards to the pin. Here is the pitching wedge. 15 feet away here. And that one drops for the birdie. And
Let's
that
see, he
performance
has
will
a
bring him
round
down to even par.
of 2 under.
And now setting up for the par.
You don't
4.
count both days as one round. Duh.
And this putt is for birdie.
Oh, that's bad luck there.
This one's about 3 feet away.
And that one will drop.
Don't you hate it when you play for break that's there and it just doesn't move?
And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And setting up on the 16th tee.
I think you'll like that.
There you go. Can't
And
really
I
get
think
too
he
much
will
better
be
a
happy
pitch
with
shot
that.
than that.
And this putt is for birdie.
At least we have been pitching it pretty well.
And finishing the
Pitching
hole with
something
a
that they
solid
fixed,
putt.
and they've fixed.
And 1 under
in a
for the
terrific
day
way.
after that hole.
Unfortunately, they couldn't fix everything, I guess.
Okay, and moving on to the 17th now.
Now it's downhill 17, 11 mile. We'll go to the 7, put some loft on it.
Looks like a 7 iron.
Guess we pushed it a little bit to the right. Man, it's short as hell.
And that is not bound for the dance floor. Just didn't have enough club.
And about 4 feet from the cup.
And that one drops for par.
And our leader currently sitting at 11 under par.
Man, that guy that had 8 under in the last round really fucked this round up at only
Now
3
teeing
under.
up for the final hole of the round.
Well, so far so good for this one.
And about 190 yards to the pin.
So far, we've at least done the same, you know.
Yeah, it looks like a 5 iron.
I
Wow.
think this shot might be a bit long.
It was uphill. The wind isn't even going. Isn't even helping us. How in the hell could it have gone that far? Landed that far. That's insane.
This next putt for a final round score of 71.
Same as last time.
And Luke, this event is over for them, and I think they've
And
done
let's see.
pretty well for themselves on the course today.
Well, we know that
9
was far below
shots
their
back,
best,
top
John, but
20th,
there are a few
whatever.
bright spots in that performance
We just
that I
won
know
one,
they'll
so
take
it's
to the next
okay.
tournament.
And we did better
Well,
than
that's all we've
McNeil,
got
so
time for today, folks. Hope to see you soon.
let's go ahead and see what the next one is. We can't dwell on that tournament. We didn't play good. The wind was extremely inconsistent. Let's see. Whitstable Championship at the Greens at Old Rasputin. I like that course a lot, actually. That's what we got next. Let's check out our stats. We're first in FedEx Cup by, holy, no one's catching us. Total earnings, not by as much, only $500 and some dollars. First in victories by 3, top 10s by 1, top 20s by 1. Cuts made, we're tied for first at 9. Scoring average is -4, not too bad. No hole-in-ones or anything like that. Anything worse than a triple? Oh, it doesn't say. Only 6 eagles though, so that's not great. Longest drive. That's pretty cool. We can see all this type of stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a loss, yes, but we're playing a really cool tournament next. Hope you guys enjoyed it all the same. Have a great day and